quick note, anything that's like a melody or an instrument line, pretty easily replicable. You do need to kind of have a fiddle around, rehearse a little bit, and use your ear to be able to play them. Anything that's a chordal instrument, and it's going to be hard to replicate on, say, a MIDI keyboard, such as a guitar like this. A good idea would be to not necessarily play the exact chords, but just create markers. So I'm going to give you an example of that as well. So we've got our picking guitar. Get rid of this. Move it up to, not picking guitar, what am I saying? Chordal guitar. So instead of playing the exact notes of that chord on the keyboard, because it's not going to sound the same, it's hard to figure out, we can put in chords later. But let's get this rhythm. That's what we need. So pick a note, and maybe for every chord change you've got a different note. But let's just show an example. Remember, we've got to solo this as well, so we can hear it. I'm going to play a B. I might not be able to do it that fast. So instead of playing it live, I'm actually going to just put it straight in. So we've got da 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 da. 1 eander, 2 eander, 3 eander, 4 eander. So draw it in. Da da. Let's see if that does what we want it to do. There we go. So that's what you want. So now I'm just going to replicate that, and later when we translate it into new score, be easy to see at least what the rhythm is, not necessarily what the chords are, but we can, for like a guitar, we can put the chord diagram in, but have notation that tells the player where to strum and what to do. So this gives us a little bit of an indication anyway. So you can see that this is actually copying at least the rhythm of the strumming and what it's doing. You can see that. Now it's really aggressive. Again, make sure that when you're exporting your project, you're muting these replica MIDI files. And again, labeling everything all the time. So busy e-guitar MIDI version, very important. That's a little example of how it's done. I've used Soundtrap. It's a very similar process in BandLab and in GarageBand as well. Just create a new MIDI track and play to the best of your ability a MIDI track version of all of your audio tracks. That's going to get you set up to move into MuseScore.